guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Femke and in today's video I wanted to share with you 5 new nail polishes that Catrice Cosmetics has come out with. These will be in stores next month, I think like halfway through next month. They will slowly but gradually get into stores. This is called the Pure Nail Polish Collection and the name already explains it a little bit. It is completely vegan, it's cruelty free, and there are more than 70% of natural ingredients in here. Also, the little label on the bottle is actually made out of like a paper turned into a sticker, so it isn't a plastic label, which I think is really nice. But I'm going to swatch all of these colors on my 4 nails, and I just removed the nail polish for that as well, or at least I'm going to do so I can swatch. This first one is called Lightness, and this is definitely one of my favorites. I love nude colors like these. They are great for nail art as well, and it's just a really nice one. Also, for all of my swatches, I'm going to use the 99% natural base coat. This one will be in stores next month as well. They're all from the new spring-summer collection that Catrice is coming out with. And I have already tested that base coat for a couple of weeks now, because it's been a month since I got my PR package in. And I can say I really like this base coat a lot. It only contains 3 ingredients and it dries really fast as well, but also really protects my natural nails from staining, especially when I use darker colors or highly pigmented colors. But back to this beautiful color. It is a very creamy tone, which I like. As I said, you can easily use it for nail art as well, and it is nicely opaque in just 2 thin layers. Of course, if you have any flooding around the cuticle or maybe something on the skin next to the nail, you can just remove it while the polish is still wet, or you can leave it on there a little longer and use a brush with some nail polish remover. Of course, you can always choose to just take a nail polish remover that doesn't contain any acetone. That is totally up to you and what your personal preference is. But this is the first coat of the color called Lightness, and after waiting for about 3 to 5 minutes, that's actually the amount of time that I wait before I go in with a second layer. Also, that's the same amount of time that I actually wait before I go in with any layer of polish, whether it's a top coat or a base coat or anything like that. Just make sure you've given the polish a couple of minutes to get more dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry, of course. That's like really handy if you don't want any risk on getting dents or crinkles in your nail polish. But yeah, I'd say especially if you work with thin layers, 3 to 5 minutes is perfectly fine to make sure you will have a nice manicure afterwards. The only thing I really have to mention about these polishes, like the colors, I love them a lot, but the substancy, or like they are a little bit more liquidy, if you know what I mean. Some nail polishes are a little bit more thick, but I feel like these are a little bit more on the thinner side, not like super watery like a jelly polish or anything like that, but they are a little bit like they're just a little floody, if you know what I mean. But this second color is called Clarity, also is one of my favorite colors from this collection, by the way. I have to mention that I'm really obsessed with the first 3 colors from this collection, just because they suit my skin tone really well. The 4th color is more of like a dusty pink, like a darker rose pink, and the last one is definitely a dark shade, but I do feel like these colors suit any skin tone, but I just really prefer the first 3. So this one is more of like milky coffee kind of color, I would say. I really like colors like these. You guys know me, like I love my nudes. I definitely love a lot of bright colors as well, but now I am like job hunting, on the search for a new job. I tend to go for a little bit more like toned down manicures as well. Like at the moment I have like one hand is very toned down. It's actually with the first color from this collection, and my other hand is like full of flowers and water decals and marble ink. So yeah, it's a little bit of both, but it's actually really cool to hear when you are going on a job interview. It does catches people's attention if you have something on your nails. So that is something that I would really love to put out there as well. Just make sure that your hands look very well taken care of and just nice and flush, you know. But this color is also completely opaque in just 2 thin layers, and as usual, don't forget to cap off the edges as well to make sure that your manicure lasts a longer period of time, especially if you are going to wear this color for a longer period of time as well. Then this third one is definitely my number one favorite. It's called Perfection, and to me, like, it is a perfect color. It's a beautiful, lovely, dusty rose pink. You guys know me, if I could just only wear one color for the rest of my life, it would be a tone like this. I would even skip my neon pinks, even though I definitely love my neon pinks, but this color is just so wearable. You can match it with any outfit, like any occasion. I just really love it, and it definitely suits my skin tone very well, even though I'm more on the cooler side of the spectrum. This color is a little bit more warm, but I again feel like everyone can wear a color like this. It's just very versatile and just very wearable. Oh, by the way, the polishes in this collection are a little bit more expensive than the regular Iconails collection by Catrice. The Iconails collection nail polishes, which are their standard nail polish collection, these are $2.99, but these polishes from the pure nail polish collection, because there are more natural ingredients, these are $3.99 each, so they are €1 more expensive. But I don't feel like these are that expensive, especially because there are just 5 tones in this specific collection. I really hope they come out with more colors in this collection, with like the more than 70% natural ingredients, because I think that's a very big plus. And I also think that a lot of people are really interested in that, because who wouldn't prefer more natural ingredients compared to like really, like, how do you say that? Ingredients that aren't natural. Let's just put it at that. Like, sometimes I still struggle with finding the right words in English, because some words are like perfectly explained in Dutch, but really hard to translate to English. So yeah. But the fourth color in this collection is called Simplicity, and this is a color I pretty much, I don't dislike it, but I feel like it comes across on the nails just a little bit too dark for my liking. And again, this is a color that you really have to apply a good layer of base coat for, like on forehand, because this will be a staining color in my opinion. I just feel like because the color is that dark, like a dark rose color, I'm always a little bit hesitant, and I would rather apply 2 coats of base coat just to be sure that my nails won't be like bright orange once I take this polish off. I already have some discoloration on my nails, as you can see. That's just because I always wear nail polishes, and yeah, some colors are just too pigmented, like too highly colored, let's put it to that, and it just stains right through your base coat. It doesn't matter how good your base coat is, sometimes things like that just happen. So yeah, natural nails actually aren't a bad thing. It isn't dirty or unhealthy or anything like that. Nails are just like hair, it isn't alive. And you also dye your hair, right? Like a lot of people do so, and you don't hear anyone complaining about that. So just from like natural nails being a little bit discolored, there's nothing weird or dirty about that at all. I get a lot of comments on, oh, your nails are so dirty, and I just think it's so rude, because I'm like one of the most clean persons I know. I disinfect the heck out of everything. But yeah, stained nails, discolored nails, like it just happens. And my nails aren't even that bad. I've seen way worse discolored or stained nails. So yeah, that was just a little rant in between. But with colors like these, I would definitely highly recommend to just apply an extra layer of base coat just to give your nails a little bit more protection. And of course, this is such a lovely color, as you can see right here. I like it, but it's a little bit too dark for my personal preference at the moment. Then the last color is called Purity. As I mentioned, this is the darkest tone. I do feel like it suits my skin tone, but it's just not a color that I would wear a lot, like personally. If I had the choice between this, like, yeah, how do you say that? It's like a brown. I just say it's like a dark chocolate brown color. It's a nice color, it's very wearable, it's not too much like in your face or anything, but since it is quite dark, or at least on me, if I had the choice between this color and the black, I would like go for the black tone, like more easily or sooner or faster, how do you say that? Because I feel like black suits a lot more like outfits or anything like that, and you can match and combine more with a black polish than with a brown tone like this. But that is just my personal opinion. If you think differently about that, just let me know in the comments down below. I do have to mention about this one, it is a little bit more on the liquidy side as well. That's not a bad thing, because as you can see here with that second layer, and it are just thin layers that I'm applying. I'm not lathering the polish on, but with that second coat, it is actually completely opaque. And also for this color, wear a double layer of base coat just to make sure that the dark pigmented color won't stain through that onto your natural nail plate. But yeah, that were already the 5 colors from this collection. As I mentioned, they are €3.99 in euros each. Prices may vary a little bit depending on where you live. These aren't out in stores at the moment now I'm recording this voiceover, but they will be like halfway through next month. So keep an eye out for those if you're interested. Personally, I'm pretty much in love with the first 3 colors, but that rosy pink, like the darker pink number 4, is pretty nice as well. The dark brown will not be everyone's cup of tea, I can imagine, because it is quite dark. And yeah, I do think that the dark brown color will look really beautiful on the more tanned girls, like the darker skinned girls. Like, oh, that will be so beautiful. But if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below, and I would love to reply to all of your comments. But I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.